Can you all confirm, look around each other that everyone is in so that we can start?
Well, whilst we're waiting for everything to start, I just want to introduce everyone to my fish.
Hi, fish.
Yeah.
Are they edible? Are those edible fish, Sam?
Well, if you're hungry, you can. You know, I've had worse. So I've got seven fish with me, right? Representing the 7 people that are a part of my board of my organization. You know. And what a 7-person board does, it means that we move very slowly. Because we just can't agree to a lot of things. And so usually our meetings involve very few things getting approved, which is always good. Which is always good because you don't want to be schizophrenic and all over the place when you're trying to make the right decisions.
Sam, is that good coffee?
No, it's actually tea. It's actually tea from my tea table on the other side, which is over there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
So my office involves my desk here, my fish tank there, my tea table there. Sugar, I dropped you guys. Boardroom there, and a seating area there. You should see me during day. I can simultaneously conduct 4 meetings at a time.
Four meetings at a time. That's impressive, Sam.
Yeah, sometimes it just is what's required, you know, for them to deliberate to a point where, you know, you cut down the decisions from 5 decisions to 2 decisions, and then you just push a go button on the final decision. You know, it's always easier to pick from 2 rather than from 5. So I've got someone who's saying, let's go already. So shall we go? Are we ready?
Go.
Okay. Well, firstly, let me thank everyone for their time. Secondly, I want to say that I don't know most of you guys, and you guys definitely, most of you guys don't know me, okay? There's a lot of misconception of who I am, what I do, and, you know, it's reasonable, right? It's reasonable when you're all looking for someone to pin the blame on. And, you know, I always end up in a situation where I'm not feeling the pain. And that's because as a technology provider, as long as we continue providing good technology, that we are never in a position to feel any pain. We are actually always in the position to be the last one left standing. So when these kind of platforms blow up, we're the last people left standing because we're the ones still running the servers, even if the founders of these platforms disappear. We still hold on to the database, etc. The Hyper stuff is an exception. The data is never on my servers, and therefore your lineage has never been with me. Who is corporate? Well, I've made it clear that I'm still under NDA, so I can't say. But it's whoever picks up the database and moves it into a new platform. So for those who are, I guess, in the upper echelons of this multi-level marketing industry, if you could even call it an industry, you know, they would know who corporate is. And they will also know that some of them are here in Dubai. It's also a reason why I really, really tend to dislike this particular city. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions on what I do here. You know, I've been in this country since 2017, and we came up with the first regulation in this region in 2018. I've built upon that since then, but have permanently based myself here in 2021. Anyone who wants to visit me, they can visit me. Anyone who wants to have a chat with me, they can have a chat with me. And anyone who doesn't want to have anything to do with me, you know, feel free to do so as well. But one of the things that you guys have realized is I've consistently and have always been in a position where I'm always dealing with problems. And that's because I'm left with a lot of problems. You know, I'm left with a lot of problems caused by other people. Am I an enabler of these problems because I build software? Well, yes, but so is the company that has manufactured the phone that you are currently using right now. So is the company that provides Zoom as a software. All these tools enable everything to happen. But we just need to now move beyond that and figure something out. Now, I don't have all the answers, but since starting Stable DAO in September, which is now 11 months ago, I have been able to collect a lot of data and make sense of a lot of data in addition to the data that was collected prior to launching Stable DAO. What I realized is this industry cannot progress beyond where it is today without a few key things. Okay? Anyone who trades stocks would know that they have to KYC their account before they can trade. Okay? And the traditional financial market is 100,000 times larger than the space we're in right now. So, number one, we all need to be willing to KYC ourselves. Okay? Without this, then it's not worth doing. The business that we're doing is not worth doing because it's just too small. Now, number two. So, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that there are some notes here, right? So KYC is lacking from this industry. Everybody's just throwing money around and afraid to provide their ID, right? And I understand there's libertarians in the room, but you know what? Libertarians will never be mainstream. Libertarians will never be mainstream. You know why? Because, unfortunately, we live in countries that depend on public services, hospitals, schools, nursing homes, road, railway, transportation. So that leads me to the second thing, taxes. Okay? Taxes have been my foundation of never running into any problems. Okay? Go. Talk to the regulators. Go. Talk to any law enforcement. Go. Try and put a case on me. You can't, because I pay taxes. And guess what? I pay taxes in all the countries I operate in, and I pay taxes more than any of you guys. So, if I'm doing something illegal, I cannot even declare that as a taxable event, okay? So no, I'm a software vendor and I pay my taxes. So the two things, KYC, taxes. Finally, one final thing that is missing from this market is just being able to take responsibility. Being able to take unlimited responsibility. Okay? So I'm going to write unlimited responsibility. What is unlimited responsibility? It is me saying to everyone here, let's sign a promissory note. Let's sign an agreement between two people, you and me. Because even in the financial markets, no one is willing to take unlimited responsibility. How many people went to jail in the 2008 global financial crisis? If you've watched the movie Big Short, you realize just one person out of the entire global meltdown that has wiped trillions of dollars off of people's balance sheets and have been bailed out by taxpayers, only one person went to jail. So, no one in the financial markets is willing to take responsibility for traditional financial markets. And because they are not willing to take responsibility, they can every 7 to 10 years repeat a catastrophe that every taxpayer pays for.
All right, take care.
Now, let's talk about decentralization. We need to recognize the value of decentralization. But that's why we're all here. But the most important aspect of decentralization is being able to do things peer-to-peer, peer-to-peer, okay? So the simple promissory agreement for those who have been in the loop is just this. Where did I put it? On the piece of paper. Okay, yeah. I just did one earlier, right? It's one piece of paper. It's 16 words across the left. And this agreement is with Reverend Maurice Lawrence and myself. Okay? One piece of paper between two people. The only way I can be released of this is if I fulfill my promise or if I die. And, I still got so much to get on with in this world that I don't plan on dying anytime soon. So this is a one-page agreement between two people. No corporations, no middlemen. Because if I just did this as part of a thick 60-page legal document between me and the good brethren here, and then guess what? If I did this with a company that I own, I could just put it into administration and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I tried my best, but that's it. I register another company the next day and start this all over again. So, I'm here to take unlimited responsibility in order to make this industry what it needs to be. But more importantly, to help you guys come together and help you guys heal this community that, of course, has been indirectly hurt by me. Okay? I admit that. I'm not going to apologize for things in the past. If I was to apologize, I would have done so a long time ago. But I'm here to take unlimited responsibility as long as you guys, as the V5 leaders, you know, which is the highest rank achieved, is willing to also take responsibility with me. So how do we do this? If you go to the hyperverse.stable.limited, maybe I should write that down. Actually, can you write that down, Chavez? Or okay, there we go. Thank you for putting it on screen. Okay. So I simply cloned the website. Can we click on register? Okay. So you guys came up with the word redemption. I want to call it ascension. Because there is more to V5. I want to be involved in creating what's more to V5. So I already drew this last time in front of a whole group of people who came over for the Satoshi Square table. You know, I understand that they are super excited, but you guys might not be. It takes time to understand what I want to achieve. But for you guys to understand that, you guys have to be involved. Okay? And by simply being involved, simply talking to each other again, brings back old memories of everything you guys originally fought for. Brings back memories of what you guys were a part of. And now this is a learning experience for me because I wasn't a part of any of that. But I want to be finally invited to the party. So here's your chance. Register. Create your account. And I will manually validate every single V5 that registers on this account. on this website. Registrations will run for 7 days. And I want as many V5s with me as possible. And after the end of 7 days, that's it. We close off V5 registrations, and we will only allow people to register above their V5s, which are now V6s, by the way. You can register above these V6s as V7s. So if you're V4, you're V7 now. And then so on and so forth. I'm just going to further refine what was previously presented. This is a pyramid. And this is how the world works. This is actually how the traditional financial market works. Everybody's stepping on everybody to get to the top. And everybody at the very bottom think they can get to the top just if they work hard enough. That is impossible. Once you are brick on the base of the pyramid, doesn't matter how hard the wind blows, you will never be able to float to the very top. What I want to do is create a vortex. Okay, a vortex. So in the pyramid, we have V5, V4, V3, V2, V1, and then everyone else. Now, I understand there are those who are V5 that have not even made a single withdrawal and are suffering like everyone else. Okay, but again, I don't have a database, so there is no way for me to structure this better. Okay. But even if you haven't made a single withdrawal, if you're a V5, you have many people you're responsible to. There are many people who joined up to get you to V5, so you have many people you want to help. Okay? So you fill out vhyperverse.stable.limited, and at the end of the week, once you're approved, you're V6. After that, you will then be inviting other people to be above you as V7. And then that's it. Your job as V5 is done. This week, you are to register. Next week, you are to invite your V4s. That's it. Your job is done. No one will then be able to sign up above you because your code has expired. I will instruct the V4s to do the same. As V7s, they sign up under, above a V6. And then the following week, they bring the V3s to become V8s. Now, this gives us a rough structure of how the lineage works in Hyper. And then after a 6-week process, we will have everyone in roughly where they need to be. But during the 6 weeks, I will continue to engage. I will continue to have dialogue, and we will constructively create a plan that everyone can get behind. This plan will involve no money being collected. And that's because all we need is people to first come together and heal. And as soon as I'm coming out here and saying, hey, let's do something, minimum ticket size is $100. And then people just switch off. Okay? We're here to heal people, not to take their money. Okay? So you might be wondering, oh, well, what's the benefit for me? Well, I think we'll all be mentally in a better place once we rebuild the tree together. And then once we've rebuilt the tree, we'll also be in a better place to come up with a plan. And the plan does not have to involve money. It can if we want to, but it doesn't have to. Because guess what? Hyper at its peak was only a 2 million person community. If we're able to grow this beyond that, and that is why we need everyone in, if we're able to grow this beyond that, then doesn't that mean that people outside of this community will benefit those who are already in? Bitcoin didn't get to where it is today at this price without the ongoing influx of new participants. And the latest wave of participants into Bitcoin is the billionaires that are just waiting on the sideline for BlackRock and other institutional fund managers to get the ETF up and running. So we are almost there. We're almost there at a stage where the market will begin to heat up and we will have many options. But the only thing that I want to say is when the market is back and we are all not together, then we will not be in command of creating value in this new market. The value is already being created for those who are with me in various things that I'm involved in. But there are still people who are sitting on the sidelines and just waiting and watching. And I'm just saying, look, even if you feel this is no longer something you're interested in, at least nominate someone to take your place. At least keep the structure and the integrity of the structure that corporate had put together intact. Hopefully I'm able to do something that is much more quicker in creating value that will benefit everyone in the bull market, because it is coming. And what I am just asking for us to do that is just your input. You guys tell me what to do. I don't want to listen to everyone else at this stage, because you guys were the original leaders that have created this success. So you guys were the original leaders that created the success in Hyperverse and the hypers before and after this. So tell me what to do. So first, register yourself and then tell me what to do. For those who are also wanting to visit me, I have no travel plans for the foreseeable future because I am on mission to make sure everything's perfectly positioned for the next bull market. So anyone who wants to visit me can visit me. Anyone who wants to contact me can contact me, and anyone who wants to also, see more information that I can share with you in person, then that is something that I only reserve for people who visit me. There are layers to these things. There are those who fear the unknown. I know there's a lot of you guys who just don't really know how I'm able to do all these things. And so there is a little bit of fear. But you know what? Karma's a bitch. And if I'm a bad dude, I would already not be in such a comfortable position by now. And there are those who just respect me but don't want to have anything to do with me. Those who respect the unknown, that's fine. Okay. But of course, there are those who seek the unknown, because you know what? I kind of just realized very, very quickly after stepping into doing Stable DAO that I don't think there is a single freaking billionaire in the entire MLM industry right now. Some people say I'm broke. Some people say I'm a billionaire. It doesn't matter, right? Now, what is undisputed, I think, is the consensus amongst everyone is, I'm a smart ass and I know how to do things. So let's just face it. Doesn't matter if I'm penniless and broke or a billionaire. It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is I am here to solve problems. I am here to get stuff done. And I'm here to do it with everyone. Every single one of you. Because it doesn't matter in the past what you've heard about me. You've now seen me being in this market for a very short period of time, being able to very quickly build such a strong foundation and strong base of support. Why? Because they didn't come to an event. They basically came to do due diligence on piles of legal contracts that I have with Fortune 500 companies. They've come to do due diligence on the many thousands of square meters of real estate that I have in my portfolio. They've come to do due diligence, and that is real due diligence. This kind of real due diligence is something that you just cannot fake. This kind of due diligence is the only due diligence that I'm only willing to give for those who come seek me out. And the reason being is, if I'm not transacting with you, then why should I send over my trade secrets? Why should I show you my portfolio of assets? But I want to transact with every single one of you, because I know you guys have the community's best intentions in your heart. You guys want to help people. affiliate marketing has got a bad rap, but it has a potential to help so many more people if we make it mainstream. And I'm here to accelerate the velocity of us bringing everyone together, because only through bringing everyone together do we neutralize the negativity and help everybody move forward. StableDAO's database is going to be different to the Hyperverse database. StableDAO I had running since September. That cannot change because once you build a tree, you just keep the tree the same. Okay? I've honored my promise. And of course, some of you guys are upset about that, but that's just how uncompromising I am with what I promise. Now, Hyperverse database, or the hyper corporate, or whatever we want to call this database, will be a completely fresh database, starting with the V5s. All of you guys have the opportunity to help your V4s ascend above you. So I think I'm covering enough. I think I've said enough. But I just want to say one last thing. Is life is too short for negative emotions. I'm just running a database and I'm running for free. If you want to use it, use it. The people that we should be caring about are the people up here. The people who put in their last $100 and got nothing out of it. They should be up here now. There is a method to the madness. There is a way I can make this happen. But I need every single last one of you involved. Because I'm running out of time. This industry is running out of time. Because we need to move so quickly moving forward. And I will make sure you guys understand how hard we're going to all work together for this community. You know, because there is just no time left for many of these people. They've already waited and waited and waited. And finally, corporate dropped the ball and allowed me to step in. Oh, sorry, not allowed me to step in, but the contracts that is signed allowed me to step in. If it took Facebook 9 years to get to 1 billion users, TikTok 6 years to get to 1 billion users, can we get to 1 billion users in 3 years? The liability that all of you guys are talking about on 1x is nothing if we're able to achieve in building this database together. I need everybody's support for us to get to 1 billion people in 3 years. And if you think, well, Sam, you're just doing it for the money. Yeah, I'll do it for the money. Just give me 2% of whatever is built. You guys could have the other 98%. And If you think 2% is too greedy, then go find someone else that is less greedy, that is ready to help move this community forward. So the clock is ticking. The time starts now. I'll see you guys in 7 days with as many V5s registered as possible. Because we're not here to collect money. We're here to give people confidence that, dare I say it, the gang is back together again. But we're here together instead of to do wrong, because you guys did not know any better and I did not know what was going on. But now, to use the data that I have and your advice and support to do it right, we turn defeat into victory. And through victory, we will bring peace and prosperity to our community. Thanks, everyone. I'm done.
Thank you so much, Sam. It's a very, very interesting, just the way you think. And I just like the whole concept. Here, I'm very curious at 3 a.m. over here in Australia.
All right. So should we close this? And so do you, did everyone get the link? And I believe the link is posted already in the group. If you have any questions, any confusion over the registration, feel free to chat in the group. You will be helped. I mean, everyone can help everyone. So yes, also I'm there in the group. I'll be able to assist.
I see a bunch of you guys asking, does Sam take any questions? You know, usually I'll be more than happy to take a whole bunch of questions. But right now, because I just really don't think there is a reason for me to answer any questions, because you're either in or you're out. You either believe me or you don't, right? And those who are just those who are not believing me without any evidence and are not willing to seek the truth, not willing to come over and talk to me face to face, you know, I just can't help you. I just can't help you. So if you want to find out more, what do you have to lose? Just sign up as a V5. Okay? And if you don't want to find out more, maybe you should assign someone to represent you. That's fine as well. Because you probably have other more important things to do than listen to me waffle on. Assign someone else to do this. No problems. But I do want your input. I do want your attention, because I do have a strategy, but it needs to be refined by the entire community here. So thank you for all your time, Chavez. Let's just have everybody sign up. And look, if you have any questions, actually, if you have any questions for me, instead of asking it in front of everyone, which, you know, is not a very good use of everyone's time. Let's respect everyone's time. Okay. Let me just give everyone again. I mean, you're all in the group anyways. But let me give all of you guys again my phone number in the chat group. So you can WhatsApp me. Just hit me up and say, hey, Sam, I have a couple of questions. Can we have a chat? And I'll send over a Zoom link and we'll get talking, right? But let's save everyone else's time. Everyone has other stuff to do and, you know, let's get on with it, okay? Thanks for your time. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you,
Thank you
Chavez.
so much.
Thank you, Sam and Chavez.
Yes, Sam. So thank you.